Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video, we'll be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? Why are Indians living in US opting for preterm labor or rushing into your C-section deliveries? That is what we will be discussing in your today's video. What are the topics that we will be discussing as to why is it in use? What is the relevance of it to your UPSC? That's a GS paper 2. We will also be discussing about your birthright citizenship, the executive orders signed by your US President Donald Trump. We will also be discussing about the implications of your preterm birth. Let's get the video started. Look at this. Indian couples living in US are increasingly approaching doctors and asking for preterm delivery or C-section. Why is this happening? As soon as US President Donald Trump took charge as the president of USA, he signed few executive orders. Of those, one executive order which sparks the interest as well as panic among the Indians living abroad, that is in USA, is your executive order that removes birthright citizenship, or your present birthright citizenship will be applicable only up until February 19th. From February 20th, the birthright citizenship will not be applicable, or if it is applicable, it comes under a specific condition. What is it? We will be seeing. First of all, what is birthright citizenship? According to US, from 1800s they have this law, wherein it states that any person born on US soil is the citizen of USA. Now this applies to even illegal migrants. If they have a child born in USA, then according to this, that child has the citizenship of USA. Many of Indians right now who are living in US who do not have citizenship or green card. Now in case, look at this, I'm telling both the parents, Indian origin, they are living in USA. They do not have citizenship nor do they have green card. But they give birth to a child. This child, if born in USA, had citizenship of USA because it was born there. By Trump passing this executive order, this rule is applicable only up until February 19th. February 20th onwards, this child born on US soil, he will no longer be the citizen of USA. Unless and until, one condition, if either one of the parents are already a citizen or have green card. If not, when the child reaches 21 years of age, the child can be deported back. This is your birthright citizenship controversy. One issue here that is coming is many people are worried that they had to give up a lot of things to now be at the place where they are. And now with this birthright citizenship door being closed, they feel like all the doors are shutting down on them, because many people have claimed that 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years in a row, our citizenship is still pending. The queues are getting longer and longer. We don't know when our green card will be granted. And let's say if our children are born before Feb 19th, fine. If not, then our whole life will be disrupted. Then there is a possibility that our child will be deported. Your Trump even claims that, yeah, it is very sad. I don't want to break up families. It is better if we send the entire family back. Now, how do you think these families will feel about our entire lives? We've given up so much, and then we've come here, we have started from the scratch, and now all of a sudden, if you're telling us to go back, how is it fair? So, what are they thinking? Many people who are in 8th month, 9th month pregnancy are thinking, how about we go for an immediate C-section delivery or your preterm delivery? That is physically inducing the labor to have the child sooner, just so that the child will be born before February 19th, and thus the child can secure the citizenship for the family. This is one of the issue. Now, this is the issue for both the parents who are not having either citizenship or green card. Means this is even more serious for your undocumented migrants, where many people have claimed that they left the country trying here, coming to US to seek refuge and trying to begin a new life for their family. If this birthright citizenship had not been having this condition that it will be ending by February 19th, then their children is also applicable to be a birthright citizen, because it doesn't matter if it's an illegal immigrant, if it is a tourist, or if it is a student. The rule was simple: if you're born on US soil, then you are a citizen. So through that, the family would have gotten the citizenship. Now all of those remains affected. Despite all of this, now people are rushing to have C-section or preterm deliveries as an option so that they can have the child before. Is this safe for the mother and baby? This is what we will be discussing. Look at this. Trump claiming, instead of just breaking up families, which is sad, it's better if we send all of them together. Again, this is not a very viable solution. This is US about your birthright citizenship. According to the 14th Amendment in 1868 states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subjected to jurisdiction thereof are citizens of United States and the state where they reside in. Look at this. What are the complications for children born in preterm? First of all, understand what constitutes preterm. That is, a baby being born not on full term. That is, any baby born less than or before 37 weeks is called as preterm. Now, sometimes preterms are naturally induced because of issues. For example, the mother could be having preeclampsia, high blood pressure, or if it is a twin or multiple pregnancies, or your umbilical cord, that is your placenta abruption has happened, where it has separated itself from the uterus, which is not providing oxygen or nutrients to the child. In these cases, they opt for preterm labor. That is, immediate C-section will be performed. Now, the babies born through this way, there are multiple health risks that they have in short term as well as in long term. For a baby, one of the last organs to be developed are their lungs. They secrete a chemical called as your surfactant, which allows the lungs to remain open. Now, one of the last portions or the last organs to be developed is your lungs. If it is less than 37 weeks, there is a possibility of a lot of organs not being completely developed, which will have respiratory issues, which further, when the child is delivered, it will have breathing issues. And also, when the child is born preterm, immediate C-section is done, then that will create a feeding issues for the child also. Then being away from the mother and the baby, that is again an emotional issue for both of them. One more thing, the children born like this have to be kept in NICU, neonatal intensive care unit, and sufficient warmth has to be provided, and also breathing difficulties, respiratory issues, a lot of these things are there. Now, if you see in your low income countries, according to your World Health Organization, if you see in your low income countries, majority of the babies born in preterm, the difficulty to sustain 2 years is becoming more difficult. The possibility of the death rate is also increasing. And even the basic necessaries which are to be provided for a baby in NICU, such as warmth, feeding, care, respiration, breathing, all of this itself is becoming difficult. The doctors, your gynecologists are claiming as much as possible they try to avoid the preterm. Only in most difficult cases where it is both harmful for the baby and child, they're opting for preterm. At least they tell that they try to carry it up to 37 weeks. Now there are certain preterms where the birth is as low as 28 weeks. This puts the baby at even more risk, lifelong risk as well as short term risks. Look at this. According to Frontiers in Pediatric Survey Journal, where they have held that respiratory distress syndrome, underdeveloped lungs, cannot produce enough surfactant. Yes, so they'll have a lot of issues, and this is not recommended. Because of this particular death, many of the mothers and children and the families are put at risk. What are the issues surrounding it? Now, if you look at, these are the short term issues, these are the long term ones. And like we discussed, it could lead to a lot of infections. Immune system development will be very low. A lot of respiratory problems, breathing problems. Organs are underdeveloped. Your brain, lungs, heart, liver. And on the long term, if you see, the ability to fight off diseases, that is, your basic immune system is very weakened, and contracting diseases such as your lung diseases, neurodevelopment delays, cerebral palsy, vision and hearing impairment also are on a higher risk. Now, just an executive order that this having this much of implications, do you think no one else anywhere would have fought against this? No one would have felt that this is not right? That is what we will be seeing. Look at this. Seattle based District Judge John Connor has temporarily blocked Trump's executive order, calling it blatantly unconstitutional. More than 20 states of USA filed lawsuits against this executive order. And it was led by Washington, Arizona, Oregon, and Illinois. They have also claimed that many organizations which speak for your illegal immigrants, where someone need to raise a voice for them, and they are also claiming this would put them under severe stress. And also, like we discussed previously, how much it puts a toll on both the mother as well as the child. This is what the executive order has in bigger picture. We've reached the end of the content. If you like our content, hit the like button, share it along with your friends, and continue to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.